So with NCAA Football 12, as far as gameplay, it's really all about the collision system, and that's really the moment of impact of what happens on a tackle, on a block, and even the receiver catching the ball. And so in the past, you might have seen players slide or warp to get into position when they're going for a tackle or for a block or a catch. Well, now with the new collision-based system, that animation doesn't begin until the players actually make contact. Now, for the first time ever, we also have a tackle button when you're on defense. Now you can actually say, I want to initiate a tackle right now. Press the button, start it right there. You'll see the defender kind of bow up to try and make a tackle. And if there's not a ball carrier nearby, he'll actually wind up lunging to try and make a shoestring tackle and just dive at the guy in a desperation effort. So big upgrades as far as collision goes.
In NCAA 12, what we really wanted to do is to make the game feel new. And as soon as you insert the disc, you'll notice that everything that you see in the game is influenced by the new ESPN broadcast package. From the main menu to pregame to the end of quarter to halftime to the end of the game, everything really looks like an authentic ESPN broadcast package. A big focus for us really is the pageantry of college football, and the way we wanted to represent that is to show kind of these special moments that you only see in college, kind of those visuals that really get the crowd pumped up.
Also new to NCAA Football 12 is the improvement to zone defense, and this is a big upgrade from something that's been a little bit lacking in the past as far as how our defenders play the zone. So now you actually see them play like they would in real life. If all the receivers are on one side of the field, you're not going to see a defender playing a zone just out on an island 10 yards away from anyone else. He's actually going to shade over more to the middle of the field to try and help out in coverage there. In addition to that, it's really about the placement of the players. They're going to be in a better position to make a play on the ball. So if you were a guy who ran a lot of skinny posts with a slot receiver, that's not going to be taken away because that inside defender is going to be in position to make the play. Same thing on the outside. If you like to just dump it to the flats, you're going to see guys coming up on those short zones and take that away from you and really make you change your game to really go with what a true zone coverage is all about and really make you affect how you're calling your routes and where you're running. We've added new dive catches all into the game that are manually controlled. So you can press the dive catch button and trigger a dive catch animation. So you can still get to balls that you would have been able to, to slide to before. But now you can actually initiate that through a wrap animation or a dive animation to go ahead and trigger that and press the button to be able to dive and catch the ball. And the community is a great source of feedback. They play the game nonstop and have tons of great ideas of what they want to see into the game. And so incorporating that is always a key goal we have every year. And so with that, you see things like they want to see more of this collision-based system. They wanted zone coverage was a huge, huge thing. And also improvements to the 4-2-5 defense. And TCU is a great example of that. You know, we saw last year how they can stop a spread with that 4-2-5, and even in the Rose Bowl, how they can shut down a run-dominant team with just a 4-2-5 defense that's really kind of in its infancy for how it's being used. And so took a lot of those techniques and added them into the game this year for a real realistic touch that the fans have been looking for.
Really, our approach this year for NCAA 12 was we wanted to make everything look new. And when you look at the game, in any frame of the game, you'll notice that the 3D grass is new, the uniforms are new, dreadlocks are new, bowl patches are new. Crowd it looks a lot better than it did last year. We integrated band into the stands as well. So when you look at any image in the game, you're going to look from the bottom all the way to the top of the stadiums that there's something new there. But on top of that, we added HDR, and it's kind of this living exposure that makes it look great. Is when you look at the players in the dark and in the light, they really come to life because the camera is constantly exposing properly, and it just makes the game look a lot more realistic.
So that's a look at some of the new additions to NCAA Football 12. Be in store shelves July 12th on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.